Hey guys, this is me Reyian. Today I'm going to explain how I made my another trance track called Netra, which is on the YouTube. So I started with a simple transition effect like this. And then I added pads and also the bass. On top of it, I added kick sounds. Here I introduced few more instruments, which are these. One is another bass, and another pad. It's like a male vocal preset from Contact. And these are the other plugins. It's the same sound to sound, but it's kind of playing in a rhythmatic way. Altogether, it sounds like this. So after that, I added a few more percussions, which sounds like this. And this one. With this percussion and with some sound effects, it kind of sounds like this. I managed to keep few more percussions and also the transition build up, so it's kind of sounds like this. So I stacked the kick sound along with the snare sound and I made the build up. And after that, I actually took one instrument, one weird instrument. It kind of sounds like this. It's kind of santur, but it has some kind of Arabic sound in it. So this is how it sounds. So with that, I actually recorded my voice for this sample and I processed it a lot to get this quality. And if you have like better vocal samples, you can keep any of those things, but these are my vocals actually recorded for this part, and this is how it sounds. So after the transition, this is how the transition will be to the drop. For the drop part, I added one more kick to give that thrust, and these are hi-hats with a lot of panning towards left and right, and this is how it sounds. And this kind of loops around here, and these are the basses, and this is how it sounds. And along with the kick, they are actually going to give the trance effect. And I added a few more samples. These are the snare sounds to fill the gaps. And apart from that, yeah, I've added one melody here. Sounds like this. Which kind of gives another layering effect while the drop is becoming empty, like you're hearing from this part to here, so it kind of feels empty. So when it's kind of feeling empty, I added few more layers just to make it sound cool. So here also also the same thing. I introduced the same sound effect and the vocals, but I use this lead as a transition part, and I've removed kicks here to give that, the transition to another layer of kicks with snare sound. So this kind of gives a relief and also makes you ready for the another drop. So all along I'm just continuing this vocal pads just to make sure like it's not empty on the like room level. This is one more layer which will be building up for the another drop part, which will be having this one. And here I've added few more vocal layers. I'll be showing you next. After the drop, I make sure that I have enough room to give the emptiness in the rack with some kind of padding, because I want you to ready for the next part, like with the vocals and that stuff. So I recorded my own vocals and I layered them in different ways. So it kind of gives like the chanting sound effects. So this is how it sounds. It's same again, the bass and the percussion. And I'm slowly introducing my vocals, I mean the layers around here. And along with my vocals, I added few more leads which are very new to the track, because I haven't used these new leads anywhere else in the track. So it kind of gives the fresh effect along with the vocals. And that's the tune. And this is the bass that you already know because it's kind of coming from the start. So with the vocals, you already know how it sounded. And I've added one more the same sound effect. And I've used the same sound to make a build up here. With that said, as a transition or a build up with the vocals and the kick sound, this is going to be my last drop. So the funniest part of the track is these parts. Like these are also my vocals, but I've kept a lot of processing on it. Like I added Camel Crusher and also some distortions and some reverb and all this stuff, effector from the Fruity plugins. So and I made sure like it has two layers, which one sounds like this. Yeah. And I pan there to fill the room. And I made sure on the sounds pitched, high pitched, sounds like this. And along with the other one, it sounds like this. And it's kind of gives like a cool ambience, or like the trancey ambient sound. And here these are the just like effects with a lot of volume automations and everything, just to make sure like that kind of room ambience that's like fading out the track is fading out. So I wanted to make sure that instruments are going away but giving some kind of effect at the end. So that's how I actually made this bar. So with all those reverbs and everything, it's like kind of fading out at the end, but it just comes back just to give that last spot banger. That's it. So that's how I made my trance track Netra. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more videos like this.